All right, welcome to problem number 5 from the Chapter 8 review. The problem asks us to solve this equation. We've got the quantity of 4x plus 9 all under the square root, and that equals the quantity of x plus 3. So let's just take this. We're going to rewrite it down here below. So what we need to do here, right, is we've got this x trapped inside the square root here, and we don't want to solve for x if it's in there. We have to get the x out. So 4 and 9 are both perfect squares, but the quantity of 4x plus 9 is not a perfect square. So we're going to have to get rid of this square root by squaring this side. But if we square the left side of our equation, we're going to need to square the right side to keep it balanced. So as we do that here, we should end up here with 4x plus 9 should equal. Now remember, this is like saying, the quantity of x plus 3 times the quantity of x plus 3. So we need to FOIL that out. And that should give us x squared plus 6x plus 9. And right now that still equals 4x plus 9. And now we know that we have got a quadratic here. So we're going to need to set it equal to 0. I'm going to take it and I'm going to subtract 9 from each side, and I'm going to go ahead and subtract the 4x from each side. So after doing that here, we should have 0 equals, well, we haven't done anything to x squared, so we'll bring it down. 6x minus 4x is 2x, and then 9 plus negative 9 is going to be 0. So we don't even have to write anything down underneath the constant terms. And then we always look to see, which method of solving a quadratic equation do we want to use. For this one here, it'd probably be easiest to go ahead and factor, right? As we look at this, remember our first step in factoring is looking for the greatest common factor. Our greatest common factor here is going to be x. So we're going to factor out an x. Oops, let me get the thicker marker there. There we go. X times the quantity of x plus 2 is equal to 0. And then we'll say here, all right, we can use that zero product property, set each factor equal to 0. And we get obviously x equals 0 and x equals negative 2. Now what we're going to need to do here is check that those answers will work. So let's take it here. First of all, let's say the square root of 4x, right, plus 9 is equal to x plus 3. Let's first take our 0 and plug it in, make sure it works. So if I take 4 times 0 plus 9, it should equal 0 plus 3. Well, 4 times 0 is 0, plus 9 gives us the square root of 9, which is 3, and 0 plus 3 is 3, so that one works. And then let's take our negative 2. If we take negative 2 and we plug it in, 4 times negative 2 plus 9 should equal negative 2 plus 3. And this would be a negative 8 plus 9, which gives us 1. And the square root of 1 is 1. The negative 2 plus 3 is also 1. So a lot of times when you get equations like this, not both of the answers end up working, but in this case they do. So our answer here is going to be x could equal 0, or we could have x equals negative 2. And that is the solution for number 5 of the Chapter 8 review.